It's a hockey stream on episode 621 of the VIG Lounge as we're continuing with the farewell to NHL 26. Oh boy, some of the thoughts I have about NHL 27. I'm definitely going to have an even better excuse to keep the commentary shut off. Why EA Sports pegged John Buccigross is beyond me. Like, he is awful. I mean, Darren Pang's not bad. You're going to hear Holy Jumpin' probably more times than you can count. You could probably play a pretty effective drinking game every time Darren Pang's going to say Holy Jumpin'. But John Buccigross? Like, what? Anyway, I'm glad I do commentary myself. I mean, I can't even remember the other guy's name there. Cheryl Pounder's decent too. James, whatever the hell his name is. I'm sorry, I really do forget. Anyway, I haven't had commentary on in 2 years, so I think I can get some slack. But John Buccigross, like, I just cannot believe that. Anyway, rant out of the way as we continue to bid farewell to NHL 26 in this second round matchup. Can the Golden Knights crown the Kings and go up 1-0 in this series, just as they did in the first one, as they take on another Pacific Division rival? Or will the Kings be the ones to say checkmate and stand the Golden Knights their first loss of these playoffs? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to round 2, game 1, Golden Knights versus LA Kings here on the VIG Lounge. And a chant already of Go Knights Go. The Kings for the opening draw. There's a huge hit. And the puck gets dumped into the corner. Golden Knights collected along the wall, trying to get it out. Can't really find an outlet. Now they knew Ivan Barbashev carries in for VGK. What's going to happen here? Pucks to the front of the net. First strike, still deadly. Ivan Barbashev. And the Golden Knights lead 1-0. Oh, what a beautiful spin move, and then whoop. That was a gorgeous shot, and it's a Barbie world as Ivan Barbashev picks us off. First shot past Kemper, far side and in, and the Golden Knights, in the word of John Forsland, who would be a way better broadcaster than John Buccigross, we are off and running. John Buccigross, my God, I'm sorry, I'm ranting about that, I really am, but it's just so bad. And I like how they're going back to the authentic arenas like they did in NHL Legacy Edition, at least for me, for Xbox 360, and scores! It is indeed a Barbie world as Ivan Barbashev has his second goal of the game! And here I am ranting about John Buccigross. Oh my God. You thought Kemper would have had that one, but if you get in front of the net, good things will happen, especially if you're Ivan Barbashev. And I think that's still Jim Hiller, who is now the coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's quite interesting. Just under 3 minutes in, and the Golden Knights lead 2-0, and both goals are off the stick of number 49 in gray. And oh my God, here's Barbashev again. Can he get a natural hat trick? He's knocked off the puck, so we'll have to wait. Barbashev crashing and banging, we know about that too. Trying to get it back to Theodore, picked off by the now retired Anze Kopitar. And man, that makes me feel old because guess what? He was born in 1987, just as yours truly. Shea Theodore sneaks in, shot rebound, and they couldn't get it to go. Anyway, the revamped arena seemed cool, but it's like a update to a rehashed idea, and I hope that every team has their official goal-scoring song, and that it stays that way. Marner with a chance down low, and Kemper makes the save as he's now 2 for 4. And we're looking at now at LaFerriere as he knocks down Noah Hannafin. LaFerriere. Puck deflected away. And up the left side now to Brett Howden. Howden will dump it in. William Karlsson gets rubbed out along the wall. Shot blocked, and I think a stick might have broken. Save made by Hill. Or he may have just gathered the puck. Brett Howden's going to dump it in. Jeremy Lauzon pivots. Well, backhand to the net, and Pepper's got it. He will hang on. Oh, and I said another Pacific Division rival. We faced the Blues in round 1, so that was central rather. But the Kings hold significance considering that is the Golden Knights' inaugural playoff victory. Shot by Holtz at the side of the net, and Kemper will swallow that one. 10:42 to go as the Golden Knights look to increase the lead. Draw won by back to Doughty. I was going to say who won the draw, but I didn't see it. So it was one back to the longtime veteran Kings defenseman, who will in all likelihood receive the captaincy now that Anze Kopitar has departed. Huge hit along the boards. And a shot pops out and a save made by Hill, who will hang on to that one. 9:05 remaining in the opening period. In the opening period of the game. And the Golden Knights have 2 goals, courtesy of Ivan Barbashev. Shot deflects out of play. Shot deflects off the pad and goes wide. Ivan Barbashev will hammer it in. Collected by Stone out in front. Swings it, and it did not get to the net. No shot is a bad shot as long as it hits the net, but that one did not. And Philip Deneau crunched along the wall. Puck regathered now by Brian Dumoulin. And a few quick passes to get it up to Warren Foegele. Golden Knights look to break out, and who is it? It's Barbashev, gets around Dumoulin, shot save made by Kemper. Shot deflects. And up the middle now to Noah Hannafin. Hannafin carries in. Spinning and shooting, save, Kemper, big rebound, but the Kings gather it, and Kopitar is away. He finds Armia in the center, and a save made by Hill, probably his best, as Shea Theodore brings it the other way, as we are playing a little bit of a track meet here, and Theodore scores! Shea Theodore! Shea makes home, Theodore scored, Golden Knights lead. Now 3-0. And it's that old adage once again. A save at one end and a goal at the other. And the Golden Knights now have a 3-0 lead on 9 shots. Didn't get our natural hat trick, but hey, we will take another goal. Brett Howden gets roughed up a little bit. Grant Clark finds Adrian Kempe. And Kempe. What a nice passing play And Kevin Fiala finishes it off. I will give credit where credit is due. That was a very nice setup, and Fiala made no mistake in front. Seriously, on the stick, off the stick to the back of the net. That was fast. My goodness. Well, it's 3-1 in the late stages of the first period as the Kings are on the board after surrendering the first 3 goals. Theodore, who scored the last goal for Vegas, now finds Mitch Marner. Marner cuts in, shoots, blocked before it could get there. Marner goes up, rebound, and put in by Howden. We now return to our regularly scheduled program as Brett Howden was the Golden Knights back up by 3. And that initial shot from Marner just lifts to handcuff Kemper. And Brett Howden found the loose change and put it home. 4-1 Vegas. From Howden to close the period after 2 goals from Barbashev to open the period with a goal from Shea Theodore in the middle. This is unreal. And this time it was just Howden driving to the net, more or less uncontested. And again, I do believe that is Jim Hiller, the now coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but he is beside himself on the LA bench. Save Hill. Passed it off, but the Kings collected it, and it's not going to matter because the period is over. There's the latest goal. So far, it's a rout. 5-1 Vegas after 1. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 12-9 in favor of the VGK. And the faceoffs, look at that slight edge to Vegas, 9-8. I don't think it's going to stay that way, but, oh, never mind. I was looking at the hits. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay, 9-8 are the hits in favor of Vegas. That's going to climb. Passing percentage in favor of LA, 88-78. We got to change that. We got dummied in the faceoff, Don, in real life, 11-1. I think I just jumped the gun and got too excited with how close the hits were that I ran it as faceoff. So that's the kind of shenanigans you're going to get on the visually impaired gamer lounge because, well, I'm obviously visually impaired, so I was looking in the wrong place. That's how you know we're live, pal. That's how you know we're live. But can the Golden Knights continue this pace, or will LA claw their way back in? We'll have to find out. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Will the second period be as exciting as the first? Stay tuned and find out. Well, that first period, if you like goals, well, we got you covered. Kings win another draw. Huge hit. Now the puck's regathered behind the Vegas net by Theodore. Tried to get it out, but wasn't able to do so. Look for a stretch pass, and Hill covers. Mark Stone carries in for Vegas. Fires one, save, and look at that. The rebound is knocked away from the stick of Eichel by Kemper, and the Kings come the other way. Regathered now by Vegas. McNabb Finds an outlet in Stone. Mark Stone drives to the net. Shot save, and Kemper has got it. Man, my watch is going crazy. My smartwatch is honestly going crazy. Blast! So I'm almost like a wee bit distracted, but I don't want to check anything until the game's over. And the Golden Knights look to carry it again. Shot! What a save! As Anderson is robbed in front. LaFerriere carries the other way. Lost it. And there's Kuzmenko, the now Pittsburgh Penguin, at least for a year. Either he will remain for the year, of course, or get traded. I worry for Pittsburgh that they're going to be having the regression we expected last year, but we'll have to see. Riley Smith, who is yet to be claimed by a team, so I'm keeping him in the lineup at least for now. Couple of bids, as this is a very fast-moving second period. We're nearly halfway through it, and by extension, halfway through the game. Tomas Hertl skates in, shoots, and a pad stop by Kemper. Phil Deneau, the Montreal Canadian, got it to Warren Fogle. Now to Moore, shot blocked, and Hill was able to make that save. Golden Knights trying to get it out. The Kings applying a lot of pressure, but have nothing to show for it yet. And Barbashev will carry it in. Blocked away. Braden McNabb. Now off the Stone. To Eichel. Shot, rebound to the corner, and I think that one went right through the crease. McNabb lets it go with a wrister. That's turned aside by Kemper. Ivan Barbashev scores! Left off half rain down as Ivan Barbashev's got his third of the game. And that's all determination from Ivan Barbashev, collecting the puck as it goes into the corner and tucks it in behind Darcy Kemper. Puck carried in, shot, what a save by off of Carlson rather, as he got out in front. Shea Theodore. Now to Mitch Marner. Dusts it off. Carried in. Brett Howden. In the circle. Turning. Shooting! And a pad save! Again by Kemper. And we're now going to be highlighting Ivan Barbashev because he has his 3 goals. There is goal number 1 on the first shot of the game. Goal number 2, follow the bouncing puck. And goal number 3, just a nice drive to the net. And I think his stick actually hit Kemper after the goal went in. At least, unless Kemper just snapped his head back. I don't know, but Either way, 6-1 for the Golden Knights. Nice deflection, but they gave the puck away. It's dumped into the Kings zone. Who's going to chase it down? It's Nick Dowd out in front. He couldn't get the shot away. Puck lands on the stick of Hannafin. He'll fire. Save made. Rebound collected by Dowd, and he couldn't get it to go. Corey Perry, who ironically enough is actually back with the LA Kings again. He signed another one-year deal, probably in hopes that he gets traded to Tampa again. I don't know, because I don't see the Kings being a playoff team either. Score! Rasmus Andersson! Rasmus Andersson! And the Golden Knights lead 7-1. Jack Eichel collects it. And it's given away. Now LaFerriere gets absolutely leveled. And it's carried in now by Mark Stone. Stone with a shot, and it's blocked. The rebound comes out to Barbashev. Oh, when it's your night, it's your night. But he was robbed on that exchange. My goodness, what a chance that was for Ivan Barbashev right at the end of the period. And just like in period one, the Golden Knights continue to pile on the offense. 7-1 after two. Maybe not as many goals, but we got one past Forsberg, so. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. This time, Blind Guy is going to read it properly. Shots 27-13 in favor of the VGK. Hits still very close, 16-15. And LA is winning again in the passing percentage. Look at that. We won 3 draws in that period. Can you believe it? No penalties to speak of yet either. But we'll see if Vegas can close this one out. It would take a monumental collapse. But remember that LA is the team that brought you the miracle on Manchester. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, however unlikely it is. But with that said, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see if the Golden Knights can close this one out, shall we? Mark Stone carries in on the right wing side. Stone got it back to Theodore. Shea, oh, it goes in! Theodore joins the 2-goal club, and the Golden Knights lead it 8-1. Oh my goodness! Barbashev got a hat trick. Howden's on hat trick watch, and now Theodore's on hat trick watch as well. My goodness, what a goal. As it just looks like, it honestly just looks like Forsberg kind of flubbed it. And the Golden Knights continue to increase the lead. Eichel wins it back. Up now to Stone. Stone trying to cut in, and he lost it. Huge hit. And it's crossed out again to McNabb. Up the left side as Mark Stone works his way in. Knocked off the puck, though. And collected by Fiala, who gets pasted. And now Kempe has it. As the Kings try to cut into this lead, but as the late great Bob Cole once said, they're playing for pride now. Puck carried in now by Mitch Marner, who may not have won a Stanley Cup, but he certainly proved that he is a playoff performer when the lights are bright. Maybe not the brightest yet, but when the lights are bright, he is definitely a playoff performer. And I think that this run, though it ended in heartbreak, proved that. Howden with a chance, turned away. And he had a fantastic playoff as well, did Brett Howden. Now that you know you've got time to reflect, because obviously losing in the Cup final really stings, but Vegas should be proud of how far they had come, especially with a late season coaching change, shoots, and goaltending change for that matter, riding Carter hard. I just hope that maybe it's more of an even split and that Adin Hill finds his game again. That would be ideal, certainly. Puck knocked away. Puck gathered. Oh, Lausanne was on the receiving end of a hit. He's more known for giving them, of course. Hurdle trying to work his way around Doughty. That didn't go too well. Neither did that pass, though. In comes Coughlin with a flyby, and it's knocked away. As we're now more than halfway through the third period, Golden Knights have gotten a goal in this one, but have still ridden that 5-goal explosion in period one and essentially never looked back. Here's Trevor Moore. I almost called him Dominic Moore, and I may have on the stream. I'm not sure. If I did, I didn't mean to. It's just for whatever reason, that's the first player that popped into my head. Score! We're on down 9, baby! What a goal! Get down! You gotta be down on yourself on that one. Jack Eichel wins a draw, gets it up to Stone. I said that with some exuberance because I barely won any draws in this game. Doesn't lead to anything. Or does it? Eichel circles the wagons and the shot got blocked. Kuzmenko. Hate to hit you because you're a Penguin now, but you got to do what you got to do. Dylan Coughlin looks to carry it. He's going to switch to the backhand and shut down by Forsberg. Puck along the wall. No one's able to grab it until Eichel does out of the corner. Got it back to Mark Stone. Stone with a shot turned away. And now Coughlin has it. As the Golden Knights are really pressuring. Eichel with a slap shot turned away. Puck dumped in. And Lausanne got hit from behind. He's okay. Oh, my goodness. You can tell that the Kings are very ornery, maybe trying to send a message for Game 2, because Game 1 is essentially over. A little over 2 minutes remaining in this game. Pass across and up. Theodore will now dump it in. Here's William Karlsson. Lost it, shot, rebound. Couldn't get it to go. And the puck is held by Kemper. Oh man, this part might get copyright struck from YouTube because it happens. Well, claimed actually, I should say, not struck. But the story of Turnstile now is just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just sad. If you know, you know. If you don't know, look it up. That's as far as I'm willing to go. It is a wildly, just bizarrely sad situation. As this game winds down, Howden seems to be hanging on to the puck forever. Then he lost it. And it just rolls in on Forsberg. 40.8 on the clock. And Carlson won it back. Rasmus Andersson was trying to skate in and got knocked away. And here is Brett Clark. There he goes. And Howden has it again. Puck's up in, shot and a save made off of the rush chance by Noah Hannafin. Almost at a loss for words here. It's not like it's like I haven't had a lot of sleep in the last few days, and that would be correct. He's still doing a number on me, and not being able to properly be outside is a challenge in itself. I've been able to go for some jogs and things like that in the morning, but it's still not easy because of the wildfires, and I'm hoping that they're starting to subside. But be that as it may, back to the most important and the least important things. The Golden Knights win game 1 by the final score of 9-1. We got a hat trick with Ivan Barbashev. We got 2 goals from Brett Howden. We got 2 goals from Shea Theodore. And some other Golden Knights joined the cast. Rasmus Andersson had a goal. Nick Dowd had a goal. Just an absolute rout as the Golden Knights take a statement win here in the first game of this series. And let's take a look at the stats before we wrap things up. Apologies for the cough. Let's take a look at the shots. 33-19 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits 27-22, still pretty close. And Vegas got the passing back up to around 80%. Got absolutely cleaned out in the face-off dot, 17-7. But we did win a few, so that's good. And we won the game, which matters most. And we got 9 goals at even strength. That is insane. And of course, Ivan Barbashev, #1 star with the hat trick. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a Sunday fun day, everybody.